Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's always a pleasure to have you here with us. I'm so glad you could join me today for another fascinating dive into the world of animal health. We have a lot to cover, and I promise it will be both informative and engaging. Today's topic is one that's near and dear to my heart, or perhaps I should say, near and not so dear to my skin ticks. These little parasites can cause a lot of trouble if not properly managed. These tiny creatures often get overlooked, but their impact on both animals and humans can be significant. From causing discomfort to transmitting diseases, ticks are more than just a nuisance. Whether you're a seasoned pet owner, an outdoor enthusiast, or simply curious about the creatures that share our world, understanding ticks is crucial. Knowing how to identify, prevent, and treat tick infestations can make a big difference in the health and happiness of your pets and yourself. So grab your magnifying glass and let's get started. We'll explore the life cycle of ticks, the risks they pose, and the best practices for keeping them at bay. And hey, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss an episode. We have a lot of exciting content coming up and you won't want to miss it. Ticks might be small, but they are mighty. They are arachnids like spiders and scorpions, and they're found all over the world. What makes ticks unique is their lifestyle. They are parasites, which means they depend on other animals, called hosts, for their survival. But unlike some parasites, ticks are what we call obligate parasites. This means they can't complete their life cycle without feeding on the blood of a host. From birds to reptiles to mammals, ticks aren't picky about their meals. And yes, that includes us humans too. But don't worry, we'll get into how to protect ourselves a little later. Ticks are broadly classified into two main groups, soft ticks and hard ticks. Let's start with the less talked about but equally important soft ticks. Soft ticks, as their name suggests, have a leathery, rather than hard, outer body. They're also generally smaller than hard ticks and prefer to feed on their hosts for shorter periods, often at night. These stealthy parasites are notorious for their ability to hide in cracks and crevices, making them a particular concern in poultry houses and rodent burrows. One of the most well-known soft ticks is the aptly named spinose ear tick, which, you guessed it, has a fondness for infesting the ears of animals and occasionally even humans. Now let's talk about the more commonly encountered hard ticks. These guys are easily recognizable by their hard, shield-like plate, called a scutum, that covers their backs. Unlike soft ticks, hard ticks are larger and tend to attach themselves to their hosts for longer periods, sometimes even days, as they engorge themselves on blood. Hard ticks are found in a wide variety of habitats, from forests and grasslands to our own backyards. They're active throughout the warmer months, and their numbers seem to be on the rise due to factors like climate change and habitat fragmentation. Some common hard tick species include the American dog tick, the lone star tick, and the black-legged tick, also known as the deer tick. While we've touched on the spinose ear tick in previous discussions, another species deserves special mention, the red ear tick, which is equally troublesome. This hard tick, officially known as Rhipicephalus evertsi, is a notorious pest in many parts of the world. It is a common pest of livestock, particularly cattle, horses, and sheep, causing significant distress. As their name implies, they have a fondness for the ears of their hosts, where they can cause significant irritation, inflammation, and even hearing loss in severe cases. Red ear ticks have a fascinating and complex life cycle. They spend all their life stages on a single host, which is quite unique among ticks. Typically, they are found in the ears, but they can also be seen around the eyes or anus, causing discomfort. The larvae, nymphs, and adults all feed on blood, which is essential for their development. After feeding, the females lay their eggs in the environment, where they hatch into new larvae, ready to continue the cycle. These larvae then search for a suitable host to latch onto, starting the cycle anew. Effective management and treatment are crucial to control their population and minimize the damage they cause. Various tick control products and repellents are available to protect livestock from these persistent pests. With proper care and timely intervention, livestock can be kept healthy and free from the nuisance of red ear ticks. Now here's where things get a little more serious. Ticks aren't just a nuisance. They can also transmit a variety of diseases to both animals and humans. These diseases, known as tick-borne diseases, are caused by bacteria, viruses, or parasites that are transmitted through the tick's saliva when it bites. Tick-borne diseases are a growing concern worldwide, and their incidence has been increasing in recent years. This is due to a number of factors, including the expansion of tick populations, increased human activity in tick-infested areas, and a lack of awareness about tick-borne diseases and how to prevent them. One of the most well-known and potentially debilitating tick-borne diseases is Lyme disease. This bacterial infection is caused by and is primarily transmitted by black-legged ticks in the northeastern and upper Midwestern United States. Lyme disease can affect both humans and animals, causing a wide range of symptoms that can mimic other conditions. Early signs of Lyme disease often include a characteristic bullseye rash at the site of the tick bite, although this rash doesn't appear in all cases. Other common symptoms include fever, headache, fatigue, muscle and joint aches, and swollen lymph nodes. If left untreated, Lyme disease can progress to affect the heart, nervous system, and joints, leading to serious long-term health problems. Section 8. Rocky Mountain Spotted Fever, a feverish foe. Another serious tick-borne disease is Rocky Mountain Spotted Fever, or RMSF. Despite its name, RMSF is found throughout the United States, with the highest concentration of cases in the southeastern and south-central states. It's caused by the bacterium and is primarily transmitted by American dog ticks, Rocky Mountain wood ticks, and brown dog ticks. RMSF typically begins with a sudden onset of high fever, headache, and muscle aches. A few days later, a distinctive rash, often starting on the wrists and ankles and spreading to the rest of the body, may appear. Other symptoms can include nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, and diarrhea. RMSF can be life-threatening if not treated promptly with antibiotics. Section 9. Ticks and our animal companions. Just as ticks pose a threat to humans, they can also harm our beloved animal companions. Dogs, cats, horses, and livestock are all susceptible to tick bites and the diseases they carry. In fact, some tick-borne diseases, like ehrlichiosis and anaplasmosis, are more common in animals than in humans. It's essential for pet owners and livestock managers to be aware of the risks of tick-borne diseases and to take steps to protect their animals. This includes regularly checking for ticks, especially after spending time outdoors in areas where ticks are common, using tick preventatives as recommended by a veterinarian, and consulting a veterinarian immediately if any signs of illness are observed. Section 10. Tick control, protecting ourselves and our pets. So how can we protect ourselves and our animal friends from these tiny but potentially dangerous creatures? Ticks are more than just a nuisance. They can transmit serious diseases like Lyme disease, anaplasmosis, and babesiosis, which can affect both humans and animals. The key is to be proactive and take a multifaceted approach to tick control. This means combining several strategies to create a comprehensive defense against ticks. First and foremost, preventing tick bites is crucial. This involves not only protecting ourselves but also ensuring our pets are safe from these parasites. When venturing into tick-infested areas, wear light-colored clothing to make it easier to spot ticks. Tuck your pants into your socks to create a barrier, and use insect repellents containing DEET or permethrin on exposed skin and clothing. These steps can significantly reduce the risk of tick bites. After being outdoors, thoroughly check yourself, your children, and your pets for ticks. Pay close attention to areas where ticks like to hide, such as the scalp, behind the ears, under the arms, and in the groin area. Regular checks can help catch ticks before they have a chance to attach and transmit diseases. If you find a tick, remove it promptly and carefully using fine-tipped tweezers. Grasp the tick as close to the skin surface as possible and pull upward with steady, even pressure. Avoid twisting or jerking the tick, as this can cause parts of the tick to break off and remain in the skin. After removal, clean the bite area and your hands with rubbing alcohol or soap and water. This careful removal process helps prevent infection and further complications. Section 11. Like, share, and subscribe. Well, folks, that's it for today's deep dive into the world of ticks. We've covered a lot of ground, from the different types of ticks to the diseases they carry and how to protect ourselves and our animal companions. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to ticks. By understanding these tiny creatures, we can minimize our risk of encountering them and the diseases they carry. If you found this video helpful, Please give it a big thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more animal health tips and insights. Until next time, stay tick-free and stay curious.